Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to Monster Tamer News, the segment on this channel where we go over the past week's developments in the world of monster taming, and oh boy, I think you guys are going to be really excited this time around. This week we got the confirmation of a new Monster Rancher game coming to the West, our first look at some English Digimon Survive gameplay footage, a new evolution for Vari in Lumion Legacy, a brand new monster taming game that's actually following very closely in Lumion's footsteps, I'll get into that in a bit, and the reason why I'm sure a ton of you have clicked on this video if you haven't seen yesterday's update, the official release date for Coromon on Nintendo Switch, which I'm sure will be very exciting for you Switch owners, and I'm planning on picking that up myself too. Anyways, all of that said, make sure to sit back, relax, and let's jump right into this. Okay, so first things first, yes, we received some new Digimon Survive gameplay, this time in English, courtesy of the Anime Expo that recently took place, and we got a trailer for that as well, which is on screen. I did cover this in part in a recent video, but there was about an hour of gameplay and them discussing it, and I think it's definitely far too long for a video upload for me to sort of break it down, but I was thinking about maybe sitting down with you guys and doing a stream where we could sort of talk and react and have a good time with it. Let me know in the comment section if that's something you'd be interested in, because I think it could be a lot of fun and work as a good way to sort of hype up Digimon Survive leading up to the game's launch at the end of this month. During the same expo, we actually got confirmation that Ultra Kaiju Monster Rancher will be coming to the West via the Nintendo eShop for Nintendo Switch. This is also something that I explored in a separate video linked below, but if you haven't already watched it, the game is basically just Monster Rancher with Ultraman Kaiju as the monsters, instead of the monsters you'd see in a typical Monster Rancher game. I've used this phrase before, but I think it's like what Dynasty Warriors is to Hyrule Warriors. It's still a Monster Rancher game, but with that Ultra Kaiju skin, and will likely have its own unique mechanics and such, but you get my point. My only concern is that a lot of people don't know about Ultraman or even what the word Kaiju means in the West, and that could cause it to not have the same appeal as a mainline Monster Rancher title, which might negatively impact sales. I've already seen people in the comments saying that they'd much rather just have a Monster Rancher 5 or something like that, so I'm hoping that if these sales numbers are lower than what was expected, that they don't take this as a reason not to bring future mainline Monster Ranchers to the West as well. I'm still going to pick it up and we'll have a good time with it, but I do think there's a lot of potential for the Monster Rancher franchise, even though I do think it's niche, and a mainline title I think would really help them get catapulted to the forefront in the West. Alright, big news that is surely to make a lot of people happy. We finally have an official release date for Coromon on Switch, that being July 21st. As I promised numerous times in the past, I made sure to put a video out the second I found out. I literally recorded it 1 minute after the announcement, and what you're seeing is a trailer from that. We don't have a release date for mobile. I keep seeing questions about mobile. Again, I will let you guys know the second I find out about mobile too. If I'm home from work that day, it'll literally be out minutes after the confirmation. So just bear with us here. I got you guys covered. Hit that bell and you'll be good to go. I did also want to quickly mention something about the whole situation. So recently I put out a video talking about the latest Steam update, and I saw a lot of comments from people saying that it doesn't make sense that they're updating Steam while Switch is still in limbo. And I think this is just a situation where people don't really know how porting to the Switch works. I have explained this in the past, but basically they have to submit something and then wait a couple weeks or a month or whatever for Nintendo to give them feedback and accept or deny. I've seen people almost angry that they were working on Steam updates while Switch wasn't out, but realistically, they would submit something and then have nothing to do in between the time they submitted and the time they received feedback. So I'm not sure what people would have rather the developers had done. The phrase focusing on Switch isn't really a thing when you're waiting for a response. So I'm not sure if people just wanted them to sit and twiddle their thumbs and they're just salty because it wasn't out yet on Switch and they felt like Steam users shouldn't get an update. But yeah, I've seen a little bit of vitriol over that and I wanted to clear things up. I totally understand why people are frustrated about the initial Switch delay and it taking longer than was anticipated, but the whole Steam update situation just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So yeah, alright, so I'm recording this on July 7th, but today, aka July 8th, as of the time this video is going live, the Pizzamon Kickstarter should have launched. And if not, by the time this video goes out, at some point today it's going to launch. Pizzamon is essentially going to be a monster taming game where you play as various pizza-related toppings and journey through the world to become the ultimate chef. a little bit of a meme, but it still has potential to have great gameplay and a fun story. Unfortunately, since I am putting this video out the day before the Kickstarter goes live, I don't have a link as of the time this video is going out, but as soon as I do get a link, it will be linked below, so you can always check. If it's not there, then it'll be there soon. Okay, I have a couple of trailers to showcase, the first of which is a brand new upcoming monster taming game that shares a lot of similarities with Lumion Legacy in terms of its story. Not its in-game story, its actual like contextual story of how it's being developed. But anyways, we'll discuss that in a bit. Check this out. So yeah, this is a new title called Tales of Tanorio, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is a monster taming game on Roblox that was also a Pokemon game at one point that got struck down because, of course, it was a Pokemon fan game using Pokemon's IP, and we all know how that ends up. Anyways, the game is being completely redesigned and outfitted to be its own unique monster taming experience, much like what happened with Pokemon Brick Bronze that eventually became Lumion Legacy. Between Lumion, Doodle World, and this game, I have a lot of games I need to cover now on Roblox, and honestly, I was skeptical about playing a game on Roblox at first, but after playing Lumion Legacy, I gotta say, you should definitely check out more of these games. We also got a couple new monster reveals for the game, whom were also designed by Lucky HD, so let's check it out. We also got a promotional trailer for Monster Masters, a mobile monster battling game that I have covered in the past. We can check it out here as well, just before we head into the rapid fire segment of today's video, where we got a ton of interesting stuff. All right, time to head into rapid fire news where we go over the updates that don't require lengthy explanations. First things first, as I mentioned earlier this week, but Beasties, the Match 3 Monster Taming RPG is now out on Nintendo Switch with Steam pending for the end of this month. The latest Ova Magica developer update is live on their Kickstarter. Most notably, we got confirmation that the closed early access will be launching in September. A new light type evolution for Vari has been revealed and is now in the game. Special thanks to Lucky HD, whom I just mentioned a minute ago, for designing this and giving out instructions on how to get it. Basically, let it faint by getting hit by a light type move, then go heal it and you're good to go. Here we get a look at all the types in Zokai. We've got a brand new Gremlin for Gremlin's Tail, that being Shellwell, a new Mystery Cuber for Cubers, a new Biomancer animation for the Dragon showcased in last week's segment, a new Gorit for the upcoming title Gorit that was actually brought forth by a recent community contest, courtesy of Gil, a very, very artistically talented member of this community, so it's no surprise that they won here. We've got a quick developer update for Untamed Isles, which gives us a little insight into what they've been working on. Feel free to pause the video here if you want to check it out. We have a couple new drug users for Drugimon, and finally, last but not least, we got a really nice showcase of the free cam in Moonstone Island, as you can see here. But yeah, crazy week. Coromon's launching at the end of this month on Switch, and then not even a week later, we have Digimon Survive. Beasties is coming out at the end of the month too on Steam. There's gonna be a lot for me to do. I'm getting a little bit of anxiety about it, but luckily, I've already got tons of Coromon guides out for you, and Switch is gonna be exactly the same. So in terms of Coromon content, I'm looking to do some sort of challenge run. Maybe we'll do some sort of like no evolutions run or something and have some randomization options set up, something like that. But tons of guides already. If any updates come, I'll do that as well. I'm gonna have tons of videos for Digimon Survive, when it comes out. I want to work on a Beasties review. I was originally going to wait for Steam, but I think I'm going to do Switch just so I'm ahead of the curve for when July 27th rolls around for Digimon Survive. So yeah, with all that being said, definitely subscribe to my channel if you're a fan of monster taming games. We're trying to hit 40K by the end of the year, and with all this craziness, I think it'll come sooner rather than later. You can also check out my Patreon, which is really starting to grow, and every day I'm becoming closer and closer to doing this full time, so definitely check that out if you're interested. Special thanks to my patrons, especially Jim Hamilton, Steel Case, Dark Persona, and Dro Ghost, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.